What's going on, guys? I wanted to make this quick video because I've been kind of hearing these, or actually reading these posts, like social media from, other Christian brothers and sisters, things of that nature. Let me turn this off. There we go. Yeah, so other Christian brothers and sisters who've been posting about this, and I think that I'm just gonna come out and say it, but I was watching a post, so I was reading a post from Vodi Bakum on Instagram, and he was showing some pictures of him and his family, during this time of the corona thing, and he's in Zambia, he's in Africa, so I guess right now they have them quarantined and stuff like that, and not just him. Like I said, there's been other people, but they've made the case that this is a great time for us to, or this coronavirus thing has kind of almost been this time that has been allotted to us to really sit back and take time and spend more time with each other. I honestly believe that this is the most time that we've had together, or that families in America have had together, with their own families, their own children, their spouses, and things of that nature. And in my family, it's just business as usual. My kids are already homeschooled. My wife, she's a stay-at-home mom, and not too much is changing. My business has gotten a little slow, but other than that, it's just business as usual. We're not one of those families to where, we're separated, majority of the time. We used to be like that, where we were separated majority of the day. Kids was in school, 6 hours. I was at work 8 to 10 hours. My wife was at work 8-9 hours. And, by the time we got home, we all came crashing in the house around 6 o'clock. Had to hurry up and get dinner on. Only had a couple of hours. You see what I'm saying? To really spend together as a family, if that. But, by that time, we all be so tired. We don't really, we just want to be able to watch TV or get ready for the next day. But now, all of that's changed since we have gone to a one income family. Although my wife, she does have a business that she does run, and she's not making as much as she was working full time, but she's able to work her business and still homeschool the kids and stuff like that, which has been a blessing that the Lord has allowed us to do. But some of this is kind of new territory for some of these families, and it's probably new territory for some of you guys who are now being able to spend more time with the kids, more time with your spouse. You guys may be in the house, extended periods of time. And it just made me think about how sovereign God is. And, a lot of us who may have been belly aching and grumbling, saying, man, I can't be able to go out and go to the store and pick things up like I want to. And, can't be able to go sit at my favorite restaurant and have a nice meal or anything like that, or, just can't just go and hang out, or whatever the case is. Not saying that people are going out to do, or you guys are going out doing anything sinister, what I'm saying, but just regular stuff, sometimes, because I almost got caught up in it too, and I'm just like, man, because my wife and I, we've been wanting to go out to, eat dinner for a while. And now that we were actually getting ready to do it before they started this whole lockdown thing, and we wasn't able to do it. And I said, man, finally when we get to the point where we're just gonna go out, have a nice little dinner, come back home on a Saturday or something like that. This whole coronavirus thing happened, but I really think that God has used this situation for our greater good. I think that in this country, and it's affected Christian families too, where people are just so occupied, with everything. I had gotten affected by, working, taking on extra jobs. My wife, she was really, really busy with her business. And not saying that it was something that was just happening on a regular, but, it was happening, quite often. And, the kids, they had their things, practices, recitals, things of that nature. So, but I know that some people, they have a lot more going on, especially if they got children who are in public school and their children are playing sports or some extracurricular activities. Sometimes that family time can be short. But I think that the Lord is kind of using this to kind of bring us back to a point to where we really need to start paying attention to each other. You see what I'm saying? Like, and I'm hoping that's what he's using it for. But even if you guys disagree, I would say that this is the right time to really get in tune with your family. Really pay attention and don't just let this be something to where, it's a burden to you. Because I'm seeing a lot of people online, and it's so funny how when you're looking at people who are unbelievers, right, and they don't have a Christian foundation in their household, and you're seeing these memes about people complaining about their kids being home, like, oh, I can't wait for my kids to go back to school, and and I'm trying to homeschool these kids, and it's just so tough, and it's so hard, and I ain't got time for this, and all of that. And I'm just like, these are your kids, I've even seen memes about husbands and wives, and it's just like, I've even seen some people on social media complaining about spending so much time with their husband or their wife, and I'm just like, are you kidding me? But I think that this thing has really, really grabbed the attention of a lot of people. And I just believe it's us as the church. We really need to utilize this time wisely. Especially when it comes to our families. Because, sometimes we can be very distracted from our families. And I just pray and hope that this becomes a shift. This creates a shift in how we do things, as a society. I'm hoping that there are some people who are able to sit home and, really understand the importance of being with their family, and I'm hoping that there are some people who realize, like, hey, maybe I do need to stop thinking about myself so much, start understanding and worrying about these little ones, my family, my wife, my husband. You see what I'm saying? I'm hoping that this is something that has wakened a lot of people up. But more so, I'm hoping that this is something that has strengthened a lot of people's faith. And I'm hoping that a lot of people would come to the faith, based on this virus. And I mean, we may look at it and say, oh, it's killing people. People are dying, and you can't do anything. You can't go anywhere. But, all in all, I hope that some people do come out of this and they're just like, man, my walk with the Lord has been, greater. I've been able to study more. I've been able to, just come and just basically just get a greater relationship with the Lord, my family and I. So that's all I wanted to say. You guys drop me a comment, like, rate, share, comment, subscribe, and you guys have a blessed day.